All right, McMahon, what are you doing, man? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm wearing a tool watch. Tool watches are really important for all of us because a tool watch tells you and the world that you're useful. You got to be useful. Self-reliance is really important, being useful, being helpful to others. So wear your tool watch. This is the Seiko Tuna, and one of my favorite watches of all time. Could probably just wear this every day for the rest of my life. So when I wear this watch, I'm so toolish that I feel like I could go to Home Depot wearing a leather tool belt. I could buy a bunch of home materials, go home, redo my kitchen. I could redo my backyard. I could redo the bathroom. So in fact, I had my kitchen faucet replaced, and I wore this Seiko Tuna, this tool watch, as I wrote a check to the plumber. It was amazing. I was feeling very toolish. Had a new shower put into the guest bathroom. Wore this Seiko Tuna as I wrote a check to the plumber. Had crawl vent screens replaced. The raccoons had torn out in my backyard. I had them replaced, and I wore this watch when I wrote a check to my gardener who replaced them for me. It's great to be a tool guy, to be a self-reliant guy, to be useful. Yesterday my wife wanted me to be useful. She says, "Hey, why don't you do something productive today, Easter Sunday, and hide the Easter eggs for the twins?" So I hid the Easter eggs. Yes, I did. I hid them. And then my wife says, "Hey, girls can't find the eggs. Where are they?" I go, "I don't know. I hid them. What do you want me to do? Huh?" So my wife looks for them. She can't find them. I look for them. I can't find them. I saw lizards. I saw raccoons. Saw some trapdoor spiders. But pretty much I ruined Easter. Wasn't useful. Wasn't a tool. And you know, being the toolish, self-reliant person is one of the basic needs that we want. But buying a watch doesn't make you that guy. It's a prop. And that's why we buy stuff. We buy watches, we buy gadgets, because they represent what we want to be. And here's what we want to be. We want to be self-reliant. We want to be toolish. We want to be useful. We want to be the type of person who engages in prolonged, focused, meaningful, creative work. We don't want to be that multitask, distracted, I'm on social media person. That doesn't work. That doesn't make us happy. So to be happy, we have to be focused, full of self-possession, self-reliance. What else do we need? Oh, this is true. We need a pat on the back. Yes, we need society to give us a pat on the back. Not because we're superficial and insecure so much, but because our tribal ancestors, their survival was based on tribal approval. So we're hardwired to want social validation. That's just how we're hardwired. It's a survival mechanism, and of course the social media tech lords, they exploit that, and that's how we get addicted to social media, because we want that. Anything else we need? Yes, we need a moral framework. So I've studied religion and philosophy all my life, and I'm somewhat agnostic, just because I don't know if I can say that one doctrine has a monopoly of literal truth. But I want to tell you guys something. I've discovered a common denominator amongst the effective religions and philosophies about a moral framework. And here it is. Be useful to others and be less of a greedy pig. That's pretty much it. If you can raise your children to look at success in life as being useful to others and being less of a greedy pig, you're doing a good job. Einstein believed in that. He said, don't even try to be successful, try to be useful. Viktor Frankl said that in Man's Search for Meaning. Don't try to be happy, don't try to be successful, try to do things that have meaning and purpose. Be useful. Be the tool watch guy. So watches, they represent a certain type of identity. I want to be the tool guy. I want to be the Home Depot guy who buys all the stuff. But I wrote a check, man. I wrote a check to the plumber. So let's look at computers, another gadget. I've been looking at a lot of computers lately. There is a a YouTube superstar, Lewis, at Unbox Therapy, and he has a very popular video. It's the Lenovo X1 Carbon video. What does he title it? He calls it, "Did I Just Find the Perfect Laptop?" And he really likes it. He likes it so much, he's going to migrate away from Apple OS, from the MacBook Pro. He's going to use this Lenovo X1 Carbon. And he loves it because he likes he's being tongue-in-cheek, but he's talking about, when I'm at Starbucks on this Lenovo, black, utilitarian, military, I look super toolish. I look so serious in a good way. And if I've got a Mac, I look trivial. So it's interesting how gadgets like watches, they represent a certain image that we want to project. But on a deeper level, Lewis, and I love that video, I've seen it many times, he really likes the way this laptop sort of simplifies his life. He's got the little apps tagged on the front of the screen so he can go right to where he's got to go. And he likes the tactile typing experience of it. And a laptop represents your productivity, your focus, your meaning. Is it really that? Well, that's interesting. You know, it's easier to buy stuff that represents what we want to be and the characteristics that we want to have to be happy. It's a lot easier just to be a consumer than actually be that person. And it's so funny, you know, that Lenovo X1 Carbon, I've always loved the aesthetic of it, the black utilitarianism of it, but I've talked to, yesterday I had a conversation with a tech guy. He's worked in the computer industry for 20 years. He says they have quality control problems. Dave Lee, YouTube superstar, says they have some quality control problems. Engadget says they have quality control problems. So it's really not a panacea. But you know what? I have a student. He's an engineering student, and he's a tech guy at Best Buy. He says the new MacBook Pro has keyboard problems. The dust gets in there, and after 6 months, they don't work. And it's interesting, you know, as you look for technological perfection, which embodies your own quest for personal perfection, you go down a rabbit hole. Nothing's perfect. There's always going to be quality control issues on this or that. Every current device you have is already obsolete because there's new tech going on, and it becomes a distraction from real stuff. But I understand why we like watches and gadgets, because we want to be useful. We want to be the focused, creative person. It's like we're trying to buy characteristics that you can't buy. You got to work at it. It takes work. And that's what I try to tell my students. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. I got to go work out, man. I had 7 desserts yesterday on Easter Sunday. Colossal, epic cheat day. I have to work out. Tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm out.